Hi, this is Joseph from the Crystal Gemcast. On this episode of Stephen Reviewniverse, I'll be discussing the episode So Many Birthdays. And as always, beware of spoilers. When watching a new show, there can be a moment or episode where everything clicks into place for a person and they become invested in the fictional world and the characters that it creates. For me, this was that episode. As Stephen attempts to give the gems some kind of idea of what a birthday is and falls into a depressive slump that makes him prematurely age, we get the first of many emotional punches to the gut, and we find out that Rebecca Sugar really isn't playing around. The fact that Cartoon Network gave her the space to do so is also a good sign, given their censorship towards shows like Adventure Time. It all starts off as sweet and charming, with Stephen trying to show the gems what they're missing out by not having birthdays, and the jokes come in thick and fast about clowns, piñatas and go-karts. It all leads into Stephen feeling as if he's childish, which already grabs our attention as it's one of the criticisms given by people watching the earlier episodes, and gives us our first real hint that the show is not going to be a run-of-the-mill Monster of the Week cartoon. Stephen begins to deny all of the endearing aspects to his personality, and his age increases with his depression. Which brings us to the final scene, where all the jokes from before return as shards of glass being driven into our hearts. The gems are completely unable to cheer up Stephen, and when they're faced with his imminent demise, something that would be unthinkable in most shows, they completely break down. If the episode had been written poorly, or any of the voice actors were having an off day, then there would have been no way that this episode could work. And the fact that it does is a testament to how on point everyone was. And while the ending could have seemed like a deus ex machina, we're all as happy as the gems are that Stephen lives. This episode is a tour de force for Zach Callison, having to travel all across the emotional map and making it all seem effortless and completely believable. After only 13 episodes, he seems to have already got a grasp on the character, and he inhabits it completely. The Crystal Gems also come off well here, with every one of them getting good lines and showing off their personalities. And their acknowledgement of being thousands of years old feels like the first real piece of information we get in the series about how alien Gemkind is. If I was being nitpicky, I would question why Sadie and Lars were unable to recognise an aged up Stephen even though he was wearing his usual clothes, or possibly even why they're in the episode at all, as they seem a little like an afterthought. But overall, So Many Birthdays is one of the best episodes of Season 1, and a must-see. If you saw the first couple of episodes and were on the fence, hopefully this one will change your mind. It did for me. If you like this episode, please like, subscribe and share. Also, please check out the Crystal Gemcast, our analytical podcast about Steven Universe, at crystalgemcast.com. Have a good day, and keep Beach City weird.